Hey everyone, I'm thankful that you're here, and my whole plans was to grow a business plan, but things came up in my life, and I just wanted to give you guys a comprehensive list here of what I've been dealing with. So I really urge you to stay through this message here. It's a state of corruption that we're dealing with when they're dealing with this warfare against us, but this is the list I have, and I'm sure it's only touching so much of it, not everything, but I've been hacked, and these people have tried to hijack my life, and they've hijacked areas of my life through hacking. It's spiritual warfare, it's situational warfare, and it's emotional sabotage and warfare. They've controlled my finances and jobs. They've controlled my bodily functions, hacking my body, basically, through poisons. They've been performing identity theft, character assassination, street theater, crisis acting, and central casting, and just lies upon lies upon lies. It's systematic abuse. It's manipulation through food and water or any other means to attack me, my body, and my movements. And it's sabotaged my personal growth, not only within myself, but within my movements, GPSing me, tracking me, and creating this synthetic warfare. It's religious abuse or religious gaslighting, medical abuse and or medical gaslighting. It's coercion, having you go through a medical red tape, so to speak, where you're being rather silenced, or they're going around what you're bringing to them to have hopefully be paid attention to, but it's not. They're going around it, trying to make everything about mental health when it's not about mental health. It's spiritual abuse, medical abuse, system coded abuses, and it's all meant to silence and discredit the dissident, the victim. It's covert warfare, it's covert murder, scrubbing me from my truth and other areas of my life. They've had to amplify their crimes against me, with me making it through certain scenes or situations. It's physiological torment and psychological manipulation, tampering with my technology, breaking and entering not only into my data but into my home after 12 years of homelessness and fighting homelessness for the same reasons of this proxy war. So they've created this proxy war, navigating my life to manipulate my sleep schedules and daily functions and functions of my sleep, freezing my assets and my accounts in times where I needed the money to contribute to my own growth, basically stopping me dead in my tracks, sabotaged income opportunities, and falsified affections to continue to tamper with my story or my ability to reach for discovery of the crimes, much like having my journal taken from my own computer, and directly after that my mom and I were poisoned up. Felt wholeheartedly that he didn't want me to get back to my mom for reasons of his own. Luckily I got back and my mom was gray. So So I called 911. But these are attempts of murder covertly, and innumerable events and times where if I had the reasoning skills at the time, not being poisoned up, I would have moved differently. They've had the ability of tracking me through my devices, eavesdropping, spying through tech and through proxy relationships to continue this type of abuse. Navigating to manipulate, to control my relationships, love bombing followed by brutal betrayals over and over that I caught on by pattern that told me that these aren't organic relationships at all. Gang stalking, community setups and harassment, synthetic warfare to provoke and distract me, provoke a reaction that they can use, which has been utilized in my past multiple times through their synthetic warfare against me. Everyday type of situations to set me up and gaslight me, to leave me unnerved, again, to provoke. And then they'll use others as good nature to gain access to me, furthering their control of me, to access me and prevent my own growing, to ensure further energy theft or energy manipulation, and just simply gaslighting my reality in multiple areas. The physiological manipulation of my body, my time, my energy, my mind, weaponizing my love to target me and continue the abuse, twisting scripture as a way to further gaslight me, fake religious talk meaning to gaslight me and create my trust just to be able to break that trust, duplicity creation inside of a mind in that way, covertly, through poisoning and torture and smear campaigns, you name it. But the idea here is to split up my own mind, split up my own mind to get my mind to work against itself and against my reasonability to grow up from that and grow out from that. And it's the availability of my own mind to be used organically that was targeted. It's profound crimes over me for many, many years. It's lengthy. It's state-sanctioned corruption even, covert operations and criminal ties, police inaction and complicity, because it seems to me that they aren't so much as trying to take any one of my police reports seriously since I was 19, and even long before then, but it's the realization time and like where I was starting to question everything with reason too. Like, you have reason to question these things when other people are being treated fairly, or what's seemingly fairly when you're not. So it creates a area for medical diagnoses where they misdiagnose you, and I believe it's a social setup as well within proxy. They've held me against my will without any right to hold me against my will. And the things that they did there are just phenomenal. I've spoken about it in my past work. I encourage you to go through my work online here, because I do need your all's support. They've created false mental health narratives that only help them with the coercion and medication that helps them with coercion, reverse psychology, not only with psychology itself, but within medications, reversing medications where the morning would be making me tired and the night medication wouldn't allow me to sleep. And looking upon those things, I don't think that was a mistake, and I don't think that's a mistake that any psychiatrist should be able to make on a patient's pill bottle, basically, because you've gained that person's trust, and for many months it was sabotaging me and my health and my continuity to continue working the way I had to work. And so oftentimes I found myself working through insane tired feelings, so insane fatigue. There's social isolation, among other ways to isolate you, to continue to work upon you, move you into certain areas, I believe even to continue to work on you in that way. It's the removal of true friends and true supporters, either by bribing in payments or by actually removing good people from your life. Censorship is silencing me and my voice, and it silenced me for many years, and it still silences me today, making it hard for me to make choices through poisonings in a very controlled demolition, if you will, of my life. Smear campaigns set up to distract and earn the likeness of others, to take away from any kind of likeness of me. It wouldn't matter if I was out here online or not. I would be being targeted. So it's not like it's anything new, but it's just grown to a magnitude that is very unkind. People think that it's unlikely, or I don't know, like you deserve it or something. No one deserves that hate. Hijacking my likeness to the likeness of others close to me, which smears your identity both on and offline. Controlling my internet, controlling my accounts, my phones, enabling me not to be able to minimize a bill and to continue that money where they know far well that I've been financially sabotaged. Hacking my computer and other accounts to gain access to my personal and private life. Infiltrating support systems, playing on my emotions. There's a lot of legal abuse, which creates paper trails of terrorism, basically, because they're all lies. I've gone through many situations where I had to deal with the paperwork in front of me, but it's all lies. Or I should say that these outfits had to deal with the paperwork for the legal issues, but it's legal terrorism is what it is, because it's taken away not only your time and energy from figuring these things out through poisons, but it's also not allowing you to figure these things out by having you go through this, that, and the other, instead of being able to do what you would naturally or organically be working on. You're now working on many other things instead of working on yourself. It uses the jaws of the law to protect their crimes against me, creating illusions, meaning to break me. They'll bait and switch. They'll create situations just purposefully to get you involved in whatever, just to switch up on you. tactical and strategic ploys, emotionally draining me with their fake proxy alliances, attempting to rewrite my story and steal my energy to preform over my origination of self. They'll mock your pain and turn it into their own entertainment. And it's basically like these murder for hire type of events that can take place in my life, where it's honestly they had it in their means to leave me for dead. Social setups, suicidality creation, and prevention of any real help out here. They test you, and they keep testing you to hopefully reach your breaking point, and then use your breaking point to flip those narratives. Again, creating a situation, hoping that you react, and then using your reaction. Doesn't matter the time, doesn't matter the length. Their crimes are being protected while you're not in any situation. And not only that, but if you're poisoned up, you don't have your mind capacity and the capacity to move different, or the reasoning skills to move differently. They hope I self-destruct before the truth comes out, is what the truth of it is. So I've been fighting for my life, fighting to get to these places to where I can just speak out. And I wouldn't just be doing just this if I wasn't in the conditions I'm in. So I've been fighting for my fighting for my help out here, fighting for my health. And I'm asking people, please help. Help me. Please help me. Please. I have a GoFundMe. It's right now buried in my content on Facebook. I have to reshare it again. I was hoping that other people would share my efforts, and in hopes to reach an influencer or investor that can help me in this fashion. I'm on Cash App as well. It's more direct to me, to help me with everyday things, such as just food or gas. I am behind because of what these people did. They literally devastated my life again for the 4th time, and I'm tired of it, you guys. I haven't had my life ever. So I'm on Cash App. It's the money sign Chase Your Dreams Today. All one word, Chase Your Dreams Today. I would change it, but I have a lot of areas that I have it as that, and that's just what I started with. So I'm keeping it as Chase Your Dreams Today. Even though we don't chase dreams, we attract them. Either way, I'm on Cash App, and I would really appreciate your support in any kind of financial donation that you can make, whether or not it's $5 or $500. It would go a long way in my life. And so this is my cry, a war cry for social justice, and this is my screaming out because I can't actually scream. And I need you to understand that, because it hurts in my heart, and it goes all the way up through here, down my arm, and all the way through my forearm and into my hand, and it's very painful. And I'm not called to fear in my walk with Christ, but I can't say that I'm not scared with what's happened to me. So this is my scream out for help, because I don't believe that anyone should have that kind of spiritual manipulation and just false teachings and falsified affections, future faking relationships, and especially coming from people that are supposed to be better than that. To use my private data and block allies, friends and family and anybody else to be able to come and help me and to be able to support me. And I'm tired of being trapped in this cycle of abuse in my life. I'm tired of the abuses that they did. I don't know how they can live with themselves doing this kind of thing, where I, in these covert, poisoned up ways, wish that I could change some of my own activities that I don't think I had any control over, if you feel what I'm saying. So it's caused me to, I believe, cheat. In that way, cheat on partners, and I'm just not that way. So loyalty goes a long way. It means more to me than money, and that agility of sound mind, when is gone, and it's covertly gone, you're attacked and you're set up and you're pushed and you're prodded upon. And so I believe that these things are a covert operation over my life, and all because I have a goal of loving people in a community of people that want to grow, and I don't think that's right to do to anybody. I believe we have the right to grow from the ways that these things have done to us. And so it just echoes throughout my life, leaving me hard pressed in innumerable ways and innumerable areas. So the one way I've described it in the creative way is, it's like all 86 floors of your life being covertly attacked, and it's like an explosion like none other, where in all 86 floors it's exploding and going 86,000 miles per hour out from you. And so no matter where you're at in life or where you're trying to go to, you don't have a way out. So I gotta stop talking now. That's how bad it is. You guys, is like, I can't even, it's hard for me to separate myself from my own story to be able to tell it, and that's what's going on here. So I urge for your support, is all I can say, because there isn't much out here in the way of the system doing the right thing and working within investigating these crimes, instead that's seemingly working for these crimes in complicit ways. So please hear me in my cry for help, for social justice here. And I appreciate you guys being here and looking through my work and my content and seeing what I would rather do, like drumming, that I can't probably ever do again unless I figure this stuff out and get whatever's in my body out. But I'm being ignored on all fronts, and they're making it mental health, and it's just not. It leaves you in a twilight zone. So I hope that you understand what I'm saying, and I hope that you'll support me and help me reach others that can help, hopefully, and add and gain some influence in my life to what I have going on. your voice could be the spark of what happens next in my life in a positive way. So if that's you and you're willing to move in that way, I appreciate you. Peace, you guys. Just want you to know I loved my people. I wasn't overreacting. They were under-loving. They were under-supportive. And their love is falsified affection. So thanks for being here, you guys. I gotta go take a shower. Bye.